YouTube is doing your boy dirty. I'll tell you all about it.
There is no
Welcome back to the Will Hemi Show. This is a Tuesday. I did not do my Friday show that I film on Friday and release on Saturday this week because we're going through some changes here at YouTube. As you know, as you may know if you watch this on the regular, recently the channel has become monetized and I'm doing things here. I'm working my butt off making videos. Now, I was hovering around 2,000 followers for the longest, and it was little by little by little. And my methods, I'm quite prolific with this. I'm always thinking of stuff to do, and I'm doing all these different shows, all this different stuff, kind of treating this like a TV network. The M-Cube network, you know, that's why I named it that. It started out as just a Instagram page for the weekly and monthly car meets that myself and a group of friends was putting on in the LA area. And it blew up a little bit, you know, we were doing good and everything. Then it got turned into a club. And then I kind of kept this thing going as the modern Mopar movement, because I mean, I really like the interaction, the one-on-one with the audience, with posting pictures, getting the comments back, you know what I mean, and kind of putting people out there, showing other people's cars, just kind of boosting the scene a little bit. Anyway, that the club thing kind of dwindled. And you know how car clubs are, you know, something happens, things go crazy, and you know, the car club I was in, pretty much I single-handedly destroyed it. That's a whole other video. But you know, some stuff was trying to go on, and I kind of like, no, we can't do that. Got all out of hand. But anyway, that club went away, but I still had the modern Mopar movement, right? So I'm still posting. I said, you know what, let me go ahead and get on YouTube and start making some actual videos. Because, you know, Instagram wasn't, at the time, Instagram was barely doing reels. And so, you know, the little 1 minute whoops, and, you know, whatever. I said, let me go ahead and start doing actual videos. So I started doing how-to videos. And, you know, they did okay here and there, you know, not doing too much. Nothing like my friends that were doing takeover videos and burnout videos and all that stuff. You know, those really took off then. But anyway, I kept doing what I was doing, you know, fixing on my Jeep, fixing on the Magnum, whatever other car I was working on, you know, buying parts and putting them on, checking them out, this, that, and other thing, building headlights. And you know, the channel was just stagnant, very stagnant. So I said, let me turn this into a full-blown TV channel. I mean, I want to start doing how-to videos, do more how-to videos. I want to do updates. I want to do car shows. I want to do, you know, car show coverage. Anything you can think of, I want to do it. I want to find some shows that might be popular, might get a following, and whatever. So that's what I've been doing, right? Everything here, 300 Love Life, the Magnum Boys, Fight Your Chrysler, Will Hemi Show, the list. And then I started doing a news segment, you know what I mean? M-Cube News. I'm sure you've seen one or two of those. And I like to analyze car crashes. I like to look at a news story, a big popular news story, a viral news story that involves a car. And the TV networks and everybody else, they never discuss the car. So I said, let me dive into these things, right? Because I mean, I sit around and I'm watching a news story and I'm trying to figure out what kind of car that was that crashed, right? And you know, they showing little clips here and there, this, that, and other thing, and the people who crashed the car, and the story behind it, and all this other, you know. I'm like, man, let me see the car. Let me see what happened. Let me see how the crash happened, you know. So anyway, started doing that, right? The crash analysis video. And the first video that I did over the dude in New York who tore up his 300. He had a Hellcat Swap 300, stolen parts, all that good stuff. Swapped it, tore it up, and died in this car crash in New York. I covered that car crash. We analyzed the scene, looked at it, said, figure this how the crash might have happened. Anyway, the footage comes out that shows the crash after that, and we were dead on right. So I said, okay, I got something here. Let's keep going. Next one I did was Keywan Tucker. So that story, dude crashed his TRX running from the police in Georgia. That story, deep dive, man. I poured my heart and soul into that one, man. I found out everything I could find out about this dude. Got his background. Got, you know, we know what a TRX is, but we figured out how he crashed, where he crashed, how it all went down. That video did about 62,000 views, and that one got the channel monetized. That was the only video I've ever had that got that many views, and got them like within a week. You know, my other videos might have got up around 20 over time, right? So that one did the trick, pushed it up, and made it and monetized the channel. Got a whole lot of new followers behind that. Dang near doubled my follower count, subscriber count. So, you know, I was like, damn, that's good, that's good. Let's keep doing that. So anyway, here I come with I think it was Angie Stone was the next one. Same thing. When Angie Stone died in her car wreck, we tried to really deep dive into the vehicles. There's still information outstanding that I haven't found out about that. And, you know, that video again, big numbers for me. For this channel, big numbers. Boosted the subscriber count. Everything's going great. Then we go Kendra Boone. She stole a police truck and crashed, killed herself and 3 other people. And we had a video on that, got her whole background, found out a whole lot about her, what was going on in her life. Thought it was a good story, didn't do nothing. Nobody watched it. Don't know what's happening. Then, what was that girl's name? The little girl who had the kids in the van, and 2 of them died because it was cold, and you know, anyway, everybody thought they were living in the van, and it got cold, and the kids died, and then we were like, oh my God, what happened? And then we did the story, dug in, found out what was going on with her and everything else with this car, and we realized that it wasn't coal, it was carbon monoxide poison, and it had to be the problem. That video did really well. Then we come find out later after that video, yes, it was carbon monoxide, it wasn't the baby. So I'm like, okay, we on to something here. I like what I'm doing, I like this. Cool. That was the last car crash video I did. Haven't had another big one yet. Did a couple more on Angie Stone, but they did nothing. Nobody watched it, nobody cared. So either way, I continue to do the Will Henry Show every day. Every week. Solid. But YouTube, over the past couple of weeks, has just decided to stop pushing anything we do here. I have had to sponsor a couple of videos that got good numbers. I've sponsored them, pushed them out, they did okay. But the regular stuff I'm doing just it's not being seen, or I don't know what the deal is. It's just not doing nothing. Everything's stagnant, everything's held up. YouTube is changed the algorithm or something. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna make some changes here at this channel. We're gonna stop with the variety. I have other people that I know of in the same genre, in the same field as me, and they do excellent numbers every week. Every week. Thousands upon thousands. They do the same, just like this right here, like the Will Henry Show. Sit in front of a camera talking for 10-15 minutes, views out the wazoo. They do it every other day, 2 or 3 a day sometimes, and I'm like, that's brilliant. I think that's what we need to do here. We are too much variety, too many different shows. YouTube will not push it around because YouTube, I found out, absolutely loves consistency. They want to see you put out the same thing over and over and over again, at least the same genre, the same style, same type of video, and that's what I intend to do from here on out. However, I cannot possibly put out 50,000 episodes of M-Cube News crash analysis. Can't do it. It takes too long to build those videos. And not to mention all the editing that has to be done to make the nice little screen and chop in all the videos, do the voiceover, all of that. There's no way I'm doing that every other day or even once a week. Those videos take everything out of my soul. I can't do that every week. But what I am gonna do with the other show that I'm currently doing, The List. Now, I got 50 million ideas for The List. I'm gonna turn that into a regular short. I'm gonna cram it all. I took the last one I just did with all the generations of the Charger. Did the whole long video. It took a lot of time getting all the video clips and everything, put it all together. And I also did a short for that. And I went through everything, bam, 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 and it did pretty well. Did a lot better than the actual video. So we're gonna take all the weird things that I do, which I do love doing. I'm never gonna stop doing all the other little shows, but I'm gonna put them on reels. They will be reels and shorts from now on. No more big, long, high production value videos. I'm going Doug DeMuro with this thing. We're gonna just sit here and chop it up. We're gonna talk about whatever's happening right here on the Will Hit Me Show. Every week is tough enough because, like I said, I'm a businessman. I have a business that I run daily. You know, I'm an owner operator, and I'm out here daily doing that. So I don't really have time to edit all day, every day. I also have a wife and I have children, so I can't be Candace Owens behind the dang camera all day, every day. I'm not gonna do that. All right. Now, as far as the channel goes, everything's the same, name's the same, don't worry about nothing. If you like what I'm doing here, just subscribe, follow me, like, comment, argue with me. I appreciate all of that when you do it. Now, this show will be here, this channel, M-Cube Network. I probably will change it just to M-Cube TV or something. I don't know, I'm still working that out. But this video is today's, Tuesday. I'm gonna try to bust these out Tuesday and Friday. Well, film for Tuesday and film for Saturday morning. That's what I'm going to try to do. That's what the analytics say my best times are. Actually Thursday and Saturday. So I don't know, maybe do something different. I might drop this on Thursday. But either way it goes, the goal here at this channel is to create a large following, to create a revenue stream that will allow me to pull back from my businesses and sit down, let them operate on whatever level they choose to operate, and I can devote my full-time status to making these films. This is something I love to do. It's something I feel like I'm called to do. Of course, you know, in the beginning it's hard and it's tough, and it's, man, you see them double-digit counts. You go check your YouTube studio, man. You done put your heart and soul into this video. You up late, your eyes going out on you while you're trying to edit and compile and wait for this thing to finish uploading. The upload gets stuck. You got to start all over. You're trying to drop it in the morning. Man, look, I love what I do. It takes a lot out of you, and then when you do it and you see 7 people saw it, and it's like, my God, what is going on here? So we're gonna try, we're gonna fight, we're gonna play with this YouTube algorithm, we're gonna make it work. Now another thing, Instagram, I take a short or a reel, put it on Instagram. I had one that on Instagram, 78 million views, all right? The thing was stupid viral. It's still, to this day, I get new followers every day from that video and new comments every day from that video. That one hit. Put the same video on YouTube, nothing, crickets. The videos that I had on YouTube, the shorts on YouTube that hit, don't do crap on Instagram. Don't know what that is, don't know what that's about. Yeah, it's 2 different audiences, I guess, but if you know what's going on, what that's all about, please drop a comment. I'll film your comment. I'll bring you on a live and we'll discuss it. I never do lives. I'm probably going to start doing them because I don't know. I just want to make this thing work, and I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. I'm not discouraged. I'm not quit. I'm not a quitter. Okay. We're not gonna quit this thing. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna get those numbers up. Promise you. But anyway, like I said, I'm still gonna make these videos. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. When I need to talk about something, I'm gonna talk about it. When I want to show you something, I'm gonna show you. Uncle Will hit me, got some tips for you. They gonna keep coming. Now, I'd appreciate you share them, you like them, you watch them, do all that good stuff, and maybe we can make this a thing. And I can do this full time. I can get some help. I can hire some people. You know what I mean? And really do it good. I really want to bring something good to this, to your phone, to your tablet, or to your TV. You know, you watch it on Roku right now. That's cool by me too. But either way it goes, I'm gonna keep Hemis under my right feet until I can't no more. But just ride with me, all right? That's all.